Hi everybody. Guess what Sunday is? Sunday is going to be Mother's Day. So if we were in class, we would be making some secret, sensational little gifts for your moms, grandmas, or even the aunts in your life. So I thought we could do that from home as well. You can keep it a secret if you want, or sometimes moms or grandmas or aunties really enjoy doing crafts with kids. So if you do it with them, it could be like a double sweet surprise. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a flower that shows how much you love the woman in your life. So if you have construction paper, you can make the hands out of construction paper. But I know some of you don't have construction paper. And what I do know is that most people, sorry why I reach behind my camera here, do have paper bags. So this is what it's going to look like when it's done. It's handprints cut out of paper bags or construction paper. This is a little piece of tissue, newspaper for the stem and for the petals. So the way I did it is I just took a paper bag. Remember, when you get these from the grocery store, don't ever throw them away because you never know what you're going to make out of them. So I'm going to open it up like this, and I'm just going to cut along this line right here to get rid of the bottom part of the bag for this project. So I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to cut right along this line like this to get rid of the bottom of the bag. Oh, maybe there's something in this bag. There is. Aha! It's a plastic something. Maybe you should check your bag, make sure it's empty before you start. Okay, so now I have my bag with no bottom, but I have these handles that I don't want for this project. So they're always on the printed side of the bag. That's awesome. So just gently pop them off, and you can save those for another project. Don't pull too hard, and kind of keep your thumb around it while you're pulling so that you don't pull a hole in the bag. Now I'm going to take the side of my bag, and there's another crease right here, and I'm just going to cut along that crease like that. Now after I do that, voila, chicola, I have a long piece of paper with nothing on it. So what I'm going to do is go to the edge of my paper, and I'm going to lay my hand out on it to see how wide of a space I need to make a nice handprint with my fingers stretched out. So I need about that much room. So I'm going to take a pencil or marker or whatever you guys have, lay your hand down, and then draw a line next to your little finger. I'll lay mine down and draw a line. Mine happens to be next to my thumb going this way. So it looks like this. That's how much room I need to spread out my fingers. So then that's my new fold line. I'm going to fold right on my line. And I'm going to pinch it so it stays there. Then I'm going to fold that over to the edge is up at the top and crease that. Then I'm going to take it and fold it back again. And I'm going to make it be even with that first fold. And I'm going to pinch it. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides, so I can cut off all the extra paper that's just kind of being a nuisance to me right now, and I'm going to save it for another project sometime. I'm going to make sure my creases are down tight. I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to put it on my paper like this, and I'm going to trace it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Parents, family members love projects made with your handprints because they'll always remember when you were 5, 6, and 7 with your little tiny handprints. So mine kind of looks like that. Now I'm just going to hold all the pieces together and cut out my 4 handprints at one time. So if you're doing it with construction paper, just lay the 4 different colors on top of each other and then draw your hand on the top one, and then you can cut them all out at the same time, and then they'll all be the same. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to cut out my hand. And when I get to the thumb, I'm just going to go ahead and cut around my fingertips to get rid of all the extra paper that I'm not going to need, because that stuff just gets in my way. Now I can start up here and cut down, and start up here and go down to meet my thumb, and then I can just pop that off. Cut out this one. So, what's everybody been doing in these hot days? Hope you guys have a place to get cooled off in some water, like in a creek or in a lake, or if you're lucky, you have a swimming pool or a sprinkler. When we were kids, that was a fun thing to do, is we just would hook a sprinkler up to the hose and play in the hose. And, well, you wouldn't play in the hose, you would play in the sprinkler that was attached to the hose. Okay, so I'm almost done here. Cut that one off. Okay, so all my hands are cut out, and now I have, oops, that one was on a fold, so that happened, so I can just cut that right down the middle. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 hands. So then I just take the hands and I wrote little messages on each hand. So your messages do not have to be the same as my message. You make it personal for the person that you're making it for. I decided to write, so it's an I love you because flower. So I wrote, you tell me stories, you play with me, you help me learn, and you hold me when I cry. Those are very important things to me. Then I stapled mine, but you guys can glue yours. If you have hot glue, that's perfect. The glue stick's just going to take a little bit longer to dry, but it will work. Then I started, so this part right here can just be, it's just wrapping paper, tissue paper that we don't throw away at our house. So we always have like a little drawer of scraps. You could use a coffee filter. You could cut out a circle of newspaper and put it in there, and it would look cool because it would match your stem and your leaves. You could even wad up some toilet paper and put it in there. That would be a great little thing to remember this particular Mother's Day for. And after you get that all assembled, then you just get your newspaper. And I usually don't have newspaper at my house, but yesterday Mrs. Baker gave me a gift, and it was wrapped in newspaper. Teachers and their newspaper and their brown bags. We just love them. So I just folded it in half, and I'm going to go about 2 inches, 3 inches thick, go all the way to the top. And then I'm just going to take it and kind of crunch it like this. Make a little twist in it. And then I attached it to the back of my flower like this. I just stapled mine in again. Hot glue would be great. Just hot glue that on there. And then I took another scrap of newspaper, and I made sure there was a fold in it because I'm going to make 2 petals for my flower at one time. That way they're symmetrical. So I'm going to start here and just kind of go up like that. Now, I'm not even tracing mine this time because this is things with newspaper just look really cool, even though they don't have nice straight sharp lines. So now I can open that up because it was on my fold, so I can open it up and cut it apart, because I don't like my petals to be straight across on my stem like that. I just kind of like to stagger them. So I cut it like that, and then I glued, or in my case I stapled, you guys can glue, one a little bit taller than the other one, a little lower and one a little higher. And that is your I Love You Mother's Day flower out of paper bag. Here it is again, the exact same thing, only in construction paper. So whichever way you choose to make it is perfectly fine. So I would love to see the finished products that you guys do, and have fun with that. Be careful with the scissors, and I look forward to seeing those pictures. Have a great day. Bye.